Right, part two. We've had about a 3-hour break. And it's time to set sail again. Oh, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Right. Let's start again, shall we? We need sounds. Yeah. For that one. And there for that one. There we go. Right. Let's start again, shall we? Right. You should be. There we go. Right, so far we've got about 103 with about an estimated of 10,000 points. ASK, AUK, and KLC. No, AUK. There we go. It's AUK. There we go. We'll try a little bit on 40, and about this time of night we should be able to do 80 quite well. We'll get something on 80 anyway. Al, how are you doing? Just doing some antenna maintenance here, so have you in key ears, lovely. We might try the grey line later. Yes! Amp this end now. All right, lovely. Yeah, I'm on here for a little while. Here it's about just gone nearly 10 past 1 in the morning here. I did do a live early one about 3 o'clock in 3 o'clock UK time, so it would have been nowhere near for you. What are you? Only got a little while for you. Where are we? Where are we? Australia. There we go. Coming round to it. Oh, 12-hour difference. Yeah. So it would have been, 3 o'clock in the afternoon would have been about 3 o'clock in the morning for you. Oh. So what we're going to do is now that. I do not want... The last time someone started saying some horrible stuff on my live, I got a strike for it, and that's not happening. You might get us on 80. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little go here first, and then I'm gonna try 80, because 80 we should be a lot better. BDA EGF, morning. China. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think of that. That was my things weren't working. My eyes weren't working. So far we've got, where are we? 104. Yeah, I didn't even realise that was China. It's old age, yeah. That's old age. Old age creeping in. Oh, look at that. Thank you for the follow. Is all of that land out the back, is that yours? A nice old beam on there. Yeah, I've just seen it. Uh, 5914, that is it. India Uniform 0, Mike Whiskey Lima. Hey, how you doing? Yes, middle of 10 acres. Oh, nice. Yeah, big old beam on there. See, that's what I like about, like, you know, being in New Zealand and USA and that. Got land to... Actually, New Zealand, I'm not sure if you have one thing. Got a nice bit of land. UK were crammed on the top of each other. No chance of getting big aerials up. Especially now, because they don't like giving planning permission for towers. They hate it. Yes, it's Ritty, yeah. Well, normally, I would normally do a Saturday FT8, where I usually contact a few China and Japan and also and that. But because this is the CQ Worldwide Ritty, we thought we'd do this because this is an all weekend weekend thing. So we thought we'd have a go at this, get on a couple of times, do a couple of lives. You need to try North Wales or Scotland. Yeah, they've got some lovely scenery and space up there, haven't they? That's the plan, to be able to retire on the coast somewhere with a nice big aerial. What is my unread? No, why are you... I don't know why it was taking me across the scope for. That's mine there. There we go. Look at that. Poland. Five nine 15. It is 5915. Uh, 73s. Thank you. Thank you. Good luck. Thank you. Republic. And when we get on, I'm only doing 50 watt at the moment, so when I get on 80, we'll put it up a bit. 15, there it is. Got a lean one to dupe. New band, 28 k's ago in Latvia. Oh, 15, oh, 15, thank you. What program are you on about? I've got a couple open. So this program at the top is N1MM. This part is N1MM, but part of the digital side of it. This one here is FLDigi. And the one in the background, when it does all the searches and stuff, is Station Master. Center left. This one here. The one with the decode on it. Basically, it is the digital interface of N1MM that uses FLDigi. So when I do a digital contest, I will use N1MM for the login, and then in N1MM in the window you'll see digital interface, which then brings up the digital interface that you need. This is brilliant, this is. It's a 1.8 litre, like a flask really. And if you put in some juice and a little bit of ice, it keeps it cold for up to 6 hours. It's brilliant. Stick some Coke in it with some ice, like 2 cans of Coke, some ice, keeps it cold for hours. It's lovely. Shall we have a look on? Shall we have a look on 8? Rick, hi from Philadelphia, USA. Kilo Charlie 3, Zulu Lima Victor. Hi, how you doing? I think it's that one. Morocco. Is that right? $5933. That is right. That's a nice one. 1,400 miles. On 50 watt. We've got like 92 contacts on 40 meters so far. Should we have a listen? On we'll have a right, that's the filtering taken off. So there are plenty of people there. Right, let's have a little go on 80. Where's my little bit of paper? Uh, 85 to 620. 585 to 620. What is it that I'm doing? I am, thank you for the follow. LA 420. I am doing a digital contest. I'm an amateur radio operator in the UK. And one aspect of the amateur radio, being an amateur radio operator, we can get involved in contests between other amateur radio operators and clubs, etc. And this one is worldwide. It's a digital mode called RTTY, radio teletype. It's been around for quite some time. And the idea is to get as many contacts as you can. At the moment, I'm on 109 contacts, spreading through 1, 2, 3, 4 of the bands. And it's just a bit of fun, get as many contacts as you can. Where are we? What do all the bleeps mean? So the bleeps, I do stream on Twitch and on YouTube, and it is on Twitch and YouTube as we speak. No, the aliens are not close, not yet. Keep watching, and you'll see them. So basically, it's radio teletype. So basically, it would sound more towards like the old style dial-up internet, that type of thing. And basically, they're basically ones and zeros, like a binary type thing. And each noise, each digital tone would represent a character, special character, a number, letter, things like that. And it displays it on this. So when I go to, let's pull that down and that up. And then I go to, say, here. And go to here. If I go now call, all of what you just heard tells this digital interface and the computer that decodes it, this is what I said. So I'll do it again, right here, this is what is said. So it's CQ, so I'm calling out. Test is basically just what is said in a contest, basically. And then my call sign, and then it stops transmission and then waits to hear. And then I do it over again. So basically, I use the computer. There you go, someone's come back. No. You are on my bin. So basically someone's there as well, and he's now trying to do me. So I'm not going to sit there and mess around. So basically I use the computer to generate digital tones, send them down to my radio via USB interface. The radio then keys up, transmits that down the radio waves for someone else to hear. So then somebody else will hear it. It will then go into their radio, send that information to their computer via a USB interface again. and then the computer decodes it what it said. And when we get another one come up, can I say, where are we? Sorry, can I say stuff to people who are at that place? So in this version of what I'm doing, no, you can't physically talk, but I do have, again, other videos on my YouTube, Twitch, not so much Twitch, but YouTube and TikTok, that does show me doing a voice contact. The furthest voice contact I've got was South Korea, from the UK to South Korea, in one of the big contests. Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Kilo Alpha, thank you for the follow, thank you. You said bands you transmit over various things like FM, long wave. In a way, yes. FM is a mode. Long wave is a set of frequencies. I transmit, especially now, I transmit on HF, high frequency. We can also transmit on UHF, VHF, ultra high frequency, very high frequency, and in the gigahertz bands, we can transmit on them as well. There is also different aspects of radio. You can talk on repeaters, so you can go into repeaters and they transmit. They pretty much do what they say. It repeats your transmission on further than what it would normally get. There's things like moon bounce. You can bounce your signal off the moon and hear it back. There is the International Space Station. We licensed amateur radio operators can talk to the International Space Station when it comes over your part of, there are little tracking apps and that you can get that do that you can track to see where it is in any part of the world. So there's someone there who's come back. So now he's over in Northern Ireland. So now this basically calls him, and I'm saying you're 599. So basically you're nice and I can hear you very clearly. And then this is what's called a CQ zone. Each area has a CQ zone. Sometimes you have to resend because propagation goes up and down. Jack, thank you for the follow. Thank you. There we go. He's now calling me back. He can hear me perfectly clear. And his one is 14. And then I say his call sign, thank you, my call sign. QRZ is basically, is anybody else calling back. And then someone else comes back. There we go, that one there. Belgium. So now we call Belgium back. Say you're 599 and the CQ zone is 14. From me. Sometimes we have to send it twice, 3 times, anymore, and we kind of give up and go on to something else. Okay, so he's not coming back, so we're going to go out and back call secure and then get rid of that. Are there any radio things in Glasgow? Yes, there is plenty of things in Glasgow. So that one's Italy. If you can most probably go onto Google and search amateur radio club near me. and it will most probably come back with something. By the way, Kilo Bravo 2 uniform Kilo Alpha. Thank you for the roses. Thank you. I was too locked in. There we go. Now he's come back at 15. Thank you. I'll have that. And then QRZ is anyone else calling? And we'll say again. Think it might be this one. Oh, not that one. Ouch. My other half is doing the foundation license as well. She's doing the course at the moment. Alright, and then that one we basically say his call sign we've already worked. And then we go back out, CQ. Get rid of that one. That one. So that one's the Netherlands. All of these places are perfectly obtainable via voice as well. 14, that's correct. Oh, that one. That one's in England, just down the road. It's down the road from me. 29 miles away from me. 5914, that's right. Right now, no, only if somebody comes on from Scotland. Look, we've already... Says it's not in log. November 2, Hotel Bravo Echo. How are you doing? Let's try them again, shall we? India Oscar 6 Tango. India Oscar 6 Tango. You're 5'9", 14, 14 and 14. From me, 15, 15, thank you. Arrow 34. Good 8. Alright, 40 is the one. There we go. Right. So we should have that. Right, sorry. Couldn't that radio frequency thing accidentally interfere with a plane? No. It kind of can. But with being an amateur radio operator, we have to make sure that our transmissions are not interfering with anyone. So we haven't got spurious harmonics going up the bands that causes interference to anything else. So if you're overdriving your audio, especially on data, overdriving power, not a tuned aerial, can all cause interference maybe up and down the band. But it is down to us, and it's part of our condition of our license that we have to keep any interference at an absolute minimum. If we interfere with anything, we must then shut down and sort out the cause of the interference. Timmy, thank you for the roses. Thank you. If we get any, we can get complaints of interference. If we have any complaints of interference, hence the reason why we keep a log. We must keep a log for the purpose of having the authorities check over our log. Yeah, there are some people that have a huge aerial. We have a really big antenna at my club, for the club antenna. Mine is only basically a wire. It's a wire that is up at about 8 or 9 meters in the air, and then it goes down the side of my house, slopes down to about 5 meters to another mast, and then comes down to the bottom end of the fence. Belgium. There is a bloke at my local club who has a big tower. He had to go through a lot to get it. He had to go through a lot of planning permission and all types of stuff. Um, yes, you can hear them. You can talk to them as you know. You can talk to whoever's operating the radio on the ISS. It's an amateur radio operator that, I mean, everyone that is on the ISS are amateur radio operators, and whoever operates it, they use an amateur radio, amateur radio gear. If I remember rightly, I've never actually done it, but if I remember rightly, you have to transmit on one frequency and receive on another. It's an upload and a download link or something they call it. But you can, I'm sure it's uploaded. I can't actually remember. But yeah, you do actually talk to someone from the ISS. Obviously, it's not the same radio as if it was NASA or anything. It's not that type of radio. They have an actual amateur radio like I do on board the ISS. UK, Hertfordshire in the UK. There were Juliet 3, DJ 3 flow. Whereabouts are you then? E1HJW. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, you're definitely not far from me. Look up on the call sign, you'll be able to see where I am. What is the weirdest thing you have heard when doing the frequency stuff? As much as people don't think there is, no, I'm doing RTTY, RTTY, radio teletype. As much as people don't think there is, I don't know whether you know anything about CB radio. On CB radio, you used to get a lot of people who used to key up and just play a load of music down the airwaves. That could be annoying. There's people that make noises down the microphone, CB radio. That all happens in amateur radio as well. You do get the odd silly person that sits there and does that. Germany? No, never heard anything creepy. 914. And need to change that. G8 AMC. Oh, AMC Radio Club. Delta Lima 4, Fox November Mike. Hi, how you doing? Oh, is that your club, is it? G3 SAD. That's my one. Or GX3 SAD. There's two call signs. I don't think they have. I don't think we have. Yeah, I didn't think that one was on there. Oh, okay. So G3 SAD is registered as our old chairman. Certainly not many on 80 meters. Again. Tango Mike A7 TTY. Oh, okay. Tango Mike A7 TTY. France. Never heard of that one before. Belgium. They come and then they go. Five, 9, 14. That's the one. No, this is mine. I hate when people do this. All right. I'm not decoding that very well. We're going to try going back down here. And on RTX we should then fit. I wonder. Where's my sheet? There we are. 20, 80 to 100. There's a couple of people still on 20. There we go. Not got many tonight. Earlier 5 ARM. Germany. Thank you. Put out if I was in the right one. on. Things we do for contests. Why am I below? I don't want to be below. I want to be here. That well, it's supposed to be good. So, shall we have a little go? Nope. Oh. Oh, I didn't see that. Let's try again, shall we? European washer. Z. I'll tell you what. Oh, there's a noise there, isn't there? Right there. There we go. I can't see us getting too much more tonight. We've got 117 anyway. You're not. Wasn't decoding any of that. Croatia. Dean is right. Oh! Oh, let's relax. That's not giving. You're doing it again. That's not. That's not decoding. Either you're not sending, or it's not decoding your. That's just saying EAA or ESS, sorry. And I don't understand why. It's just sending E8E. Why is that? Is that Republic? $15 is right. Oh. Yes, they are. They're still rolling in. On 40, I got. I tried 80. And got very little 180. I get a lot more on 40. Someone's right there, and I don't like that. Let's move down here, shall we? There we go. Oh, yes, they are. They're still rolling in. Yes, heard it was a bit quiet. Yeah, it was a bit more quiet. I was expecting it to be a bit more busy. 40 metres lately has been very good through the night. What was the last contest we had? The all weekend one. It was the FT4 data contest. The international FT4 contest. 40 was really good all night for that. Oh. Yeah. Late night for me. Yeah. Yeah, the things you do for a contest. Yeah, I was hoping to get some US on a DX on 80, but yeah, 80 seemed a bit dead. Nearly half two. Actually, I don't know. I mean, it's easier for things like FT8 because with Grid Tracker you can kind of see where if there's anyone on it. But I don't. Is there anywhere that you can check who's on, who's heard you, kind of thing with RTTY, like there is with FT8, FT4, or does PSK Reporter does that do it for does that do it for RTTY as well? RTTY just says, not RTTY, PSK Reporter just tells you where you're being heard. Doesn't actually tell you who's on, does it? Yeah, I'll have to have a little check. Let's have a little. All bands using the call sign, my call sign. Oh, it does do RTTY over the last 15 minutes. On 80 over the last hour. So US. No one's heard me in US. I am only doing 50 watt. I don't know whether that makes any difference for it or not. I don't know. Killer Fox 8 Bravo Tango Hotel. Thank you for the sharing the live. Thank you. The double sideband. Yeah. There we go. All bands. So Canada heard me 111 seconds ago. Al, you have not heard me. That's disappointing. Half the effect, same power, yeah. bump it up a little bit. Hal James, good evening. 73 Kilo Charlie 2 dash Juliet Victor Yankee checking in from upstate New York. Hi, how you doing? Thank you so much. Oh. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. It is 2:30 in the morning here. And as the saying goes, rather than be nice in my bed, I am sat up in the middle of the night on a contest. Are you on the DS Commander? 9:39 Saturday PM, New York. Well, I was about eating by then. That's when I was eating. Shall we let's have a look at have a good evening or morning. Enjoy your contest. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, you got the big one. The 18-meter jobby. Does that do 80 meters from like the whole length of it, or do you still have to go like inverted L for that? I don't know how he's done it. Or is that the one with the coil at the bottom? Oh, nice. Up and then down. Does it come all the way back down, or is it like halfway? See, that might be good to get hold of. One of them. I got the Hustler, but the Hustler's sat right behind me. It's not in an ideal place. Ideally, I want it in the middle of the garden. About a third of the way. Oh, right, okay, yeah. Yeah, I did see that. That's a beast, isn't it? The Nebula, as they call it. Or as his daughter called it. Yeah, I think I prefer wires. The only reason why I got a shortened 80-meter MFED was only because of a normal 80-meter MFED would not fit into from the back of my garden to the very tip of the front garden. It wouldn't even fit then. I had to kind of go back on itself. So rather than do that, I got the shortened version, which most probably doesn't help my situation either. Serbia. Okay, nice strong signal. New contact, or new band, should I say. New band, two QSOs, 154 days ago. See, all I've done, right, is I've taken out the screws to my ATU. Right, I've taken the screws out to the ATU, and it's a lot now cooler now than what it was. A lot more cooler. So I reckon if we just put some holes in it for ventilation, I won't need to have a fan to cool it down, because that will be enough, I think. Slovenia, 781 miles, first contact. Excuse me. Oh, there we go, look at that. USA. Kilo 1, Sierra Fox Alpha. And this is where we'll get the next one as well. 5 MA. Oh, 5 MA. USA, that was lovely. Thank you for the follow. I'm not sure if you got that. I wonder if you got that. I did. We did. I did. He did do it. Hopefully, he got it. Oh. 2 QSOs, and the last one was 27 days ago. That's cool. Right, she got that. So if we got one from there. $15. Oh, new band, 1 QSO, 700 days ago. And Jermaine, thank you for the follow. Good. Hi from Germany. Hi, how you doing? When the other half is bored, she'll ding my bell. I got a little bell in here. If they ever need me and I'm in here, rather than have to shout out, because I'm in the shed, so rather than shout out to me, they push me little bell. It goes ding dong. That's right. Health and a long life. We all wish for. We don't get long on this planet. That we don't. Live it and do what you enjoy. What program are you after? I've got about 3 running. 2, but potentially 3. So the contest login that I'm doing is with M0KNM, and then echo, here we go. Canary Islands. The decode window is the digital interface from M0KNM. And then obviously down here is FLDigi that you use for the digital interface. And then the program here that with the map and that is Station Master Pro. So to do the RTTY, I'm using M0KNM. I'm using the digital interface of M0KNM. On M0KNM, if you go to Window and then down the list, you'll see Digital Interface. But to use that, you need FLDigi installed, and then you need to point M0KNM to FLDigi. And I basically use this to do PSK63 and RTTY. As you can see, I've never done Canary Islands, and that's come up about, he has come up to me about 3 or 4 times now, and then when I call him back, it disappears. Propagation is not very good for us. I'm pretty sure that was 5915. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Whoever that is keeps knocking my front end out. So lower that down. Pretty sure he's just said 15. 59. Yeah, that's him. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. We go down to 4-4. I've done 23. Very little done tonight. We certainly get more done throughout the day for us. We certainly do. Hmm. Only 5. So we see if we can get 5 more. And then I think we'll get 5 more in about 9 minutes, I hope. Maybe. .40, yeah. I don't even think we're going to get that. Top one at the moment, 125. Oh dear. Then we're going at 80. One more June. We'll go to 80, see what we can get for 80. Oh. Well, I think that's it for us tonight. We've been calling 10 minutes or so. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for us tonight. We're going to go and get some rest and come back here in the morning. I've got to do some in the morning, a little bit in the afternoon. And then my other half has got her training. And then we can be back out again after 5:30, I think it is. 73 Al. We will get there. Yeah, that's it, I think. Yeah. Let's take that off there and take that off there. Oh, well, at the moment we've got 125 contacts with a total score of about 14,800. So not bad at all. So more grueling tomorrow. So thank you for everyone in the chats. Thank you for your questions. Thank you, Al, for your time in the chats while you're doing your antenna maintenance. Thank you for the gifters on TikTok. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. So we'll be back out here tomorrow. Hopefully, well, I'll give it a couple of hours, and then I'll be back out again. A couple of hours, we'll have a little nod, and then we'll be back out. So thank you for joining in. Like, subscribe, and shares, and all the rest of it. If you do, you do. You don't, you don't. I don't. I don't want you to. I don't beg for it. Yeah, 73s, everyone. Thank you. Have a good evening, or night, morning, whatever one of you are. Bye for now.